can't wait. Okay. First part done. I hope that was interesting, and again, I wasn't trying to say that any of the other universities aren't good, they just aren't McGill for me. So the next section I was going to talk about is what I'm excited and what I'm nervous about for going to McGill. I'll start with what I'm nervous about because I feel like it's just a bit morbid to end on sad things, even though I've got 3 other categories of this. God, this is going to be a long video, I'm sorry. I feel like everyone has the same fear about university. I just feel like I'm not going to make any friends. I don't know, unless you're like some massive extrovert and you're like super cool about meeting people. I'm just the kind of person that I need someone I know there to like bank on, that I know enjoys my company, because otherwise I'll be like around people and I'm just like, hi. Anyway, so yeah, that's just like a classic worry. The next thing is pretty predictable, but if you know me, you know that I'm cold day to day. Like right now, it is probably one of the hottest days of the year and my hands are freezing, my feet are freezing. I'm always cold. And now I'm moving to probably one of the coldest places. It gets to like -40 centigrade there. -40? I have just not experienced anything like that. Literally the coldest it gets is -1, like max. And that I'm inside, I'm under the covers, I'm wearing all of my clothes. I look like that scene where Joey puts on all of Chandler's clothes and Friends. So right now I'm just kind of stocking up on like jumpers and stuff like that. It's gonna be rough. There might be a lot of tears that like freeze on my cheek because it's gonna be so cold. Anyway, third thing, it kind of goes with the no friends thing, but I feel like it's going to be really easy for me to just think like, just stay in my room and watch Friends. Because again, if you know me, you know that I'm obsessed with Friends, Gilmore Girls, and like, I just get really nervous in social situations, so why would I not just stay inside and watch Friends and know that I'm going to have a great night? Which I know is just a really bad mindset, but I don't know, I'm just picturing that I'm going to be in there and like be a massive saddo, but also just loving watching Friends. Hopefully that's not going to happen, but at the same time, Friends is always there. It's like the friend that I don't have with me, I have through Friends, if that makes sense. Hopefully that's not going to happen and I'm going to like become less reliant on Friends for company. That is so sad to say out loud. It's probably like one of the things I'm actually most scared about like going to university in particular, not necessarily just McGill, is that I didn't study politics for A-level, which I'm guessing a lot of the people who are going to do politics do. And so like, I know lots of people will be like, I'm just not that well informed. I have wanted to like buy some book that just will teach me all of the crap that I need to know, but just like general awareness about politics. Because I'm really sorry, I haven't been reading the newspaper every day of my life since I was 2, and so I'm really worried that I'm just going to be really far behind when I get there. If anyone has any of those book recommendations that will just catch me up on everything, hit me up, I need it. The last thing is, obviously we're in quite a predicament right now, so I don't know whether my classes are actually going to be happening. I think as it stands right now, the residences might be open, but classes aren't happening, so we're going to like be just sitting in our residences doing the classes on a computer, and I think that sounds really depressing. Again, forums, I learn everything from the forums. Quora is just, lots of people have been saying that they're going to defer because McGill is supposed to have this amazing, what's called Frosh Week. It's called Freshers in the UK. It's like your first week as like a freshman. It's like supposed to be where you meet all your friends, like your faculty. So lots of people who are in like now second year of McGill said like,
I would definitely have deferred if I hadn't had that first week because that's where I met all my friends.
I don't want to defer, but my not making any friends thing is seeming like it's going to be quite real, and it's going to be even easier to stay in your room watching Friends and not talking to people when the world is kind of telling you to. I mean, to be honest, like the idea of just doing your classes in your room doesn't sound that bad if you have people that you get along with, but I think it's gonna be quite hard to meet people. I'm guessing that I'll be able to make friends with the people on my floor, but if they're like really super duper strict about social distancing and I'm not even allowed to like go into their room or whatever, then that's quite a hard way to start friendship. So I'm really hoping that the conditions improve, and obviously I'm not saying that this is the major issue of the coronavirus right now. I know that there are way bigger things going on, but this is just how it's affecting me. I'm not saying it's a massive deal. But on to the things I'm excited about. So I'm really excited to actually learn politics because, as I said, I haven't learned it, and I'm hoping that I'm going to kind of gain a greater awareness about the world and like places that I just haven't put in any effort to learn about. Like I really don't know that much about like Eastern politics. I just feel like you hear so much about like the West. I'm just kind of stuck in a bit of a tunnel vision about that, and I'd like to know much more about the whole world. Another thing that I'm actually so excited about, like probably number one, is just real snow. Okay, I know I'm gonna get bored of it like day 3, but I've just never really had proper snow except for like going skiing, which is obviously amazing. I don't live there, so it's kind of you're in like a fairy tale for a week or whatever, and then you go home to dreary old London, sorry. Like, if we get snow here, we get literally like half an inch, and everyone is freaking out. My dad and I go sledding, and it's like basically mud. It's great, but I want real snow, and so I'm really excited about that. And then hopefully I can go skiing in like Tremblant and stuff like that. I'm really excited about just moving to a new place. I've lived in this house for my whole life, 18 years, and you know how just like discovering about a new place can be really exciting, like when you're on holiday or whatever, just like going to the supermarket and like just seeing a whole new place's way to live, and also that they speak French. That's kind of cool. Like, I hope I can really improve my French. It has much room for improvement. Just like meeting new people is really exciting. I don't know, I think it will make me more confident knowing that I have to meet a whole new group of friends, make me come into my own a bit more. God, I sound like a 75-year-old telling them about like their old university experience. And then the last thing I'm really excited about is decorating my room. I said this before, I will say it again, I am so excited. I've been looking at room inspo and I just want to get going. I want to be there, I want to be decorating, I want to be preparing, I want there to be more that I can do, but I obviously have to wait until I get there and like see what things fit in the room, and obviously I can't bring that much stuff over, it's impractical. To that end, we'll move on to category 3 out of 5, which is how I want to decorate my room. But as I said, I've been looking at loads of different inspo, and like I'm sure you've all seen Best Dressed. If you haven't,
she is like my lifeline.
Every time she's moved into a new apartment, I've been like studying it for how she decorates and stuff like that. And the tips that I've kind of taken how I want to do it is like pretty clean and not super duper busy. And then I'm gonna bring my race numbers, which I'm sure you've seen in other videos. Not all of them, just like the races that have fond memories.
Not very many.
I just think that's kind of like gonna be a taste of home and my cross-country club and stuff like that. And then I'm also gonna like look through my camera roll and print off like my favorite photos, mainly like baby photos and stuff like that, just ones that I really like. And then also, spoiler alert, there's a new video coming soon about art that I'm doing for my room. So I'm like doing kind of drawings and paintings, not like just like art, but not that art is bad, but the kind I want in my room is like drawings and paintings of photos that I love. So I've like chosen like my favorite. Sorry, there's vacuuming in the background, hopefully that's not distracting. And then I also have been looking at Best Dressed and also Elena Mackenzie, who goes to McGill, and her room decoration, and she had loads of plants, and I really like that idea because I think it would just like make the whole room a bit more vibrant, especially when it gets into kind of the dead of winter and I'm just like looking for some life, and like hopefully if I haven't killed all my plants, that's a big question. And then also fairy lights, which Elena had, which I really like the idea of, like kind of lacing on top of your room to make it like a bit brighter and kind of cutesy. Okay, next section, probably the one I'm most excited about, is what McGill merchandise I want. I am so excited to get like a McGill hoodie, a sweatshirt. It's gonna be so great. So I've been like looking on the website tirelessly, obviously. And my dad, like for my birthday, said that he'd get me a hoodie from there or something in September. I think I want the navy hoodie with the red McGill going across it. Like quite simple, but I will wear it always. Maybe like a set of tops. And then I saw one person wearing sweatpants. They didn't have them on the website, but I'm hoping I'm gonna go to the Le James bookstore. Yes, I have done my research. I'm so excited. Maybe grab some McGill sweatpants. Very excited about that. So the last section is what I need to get and how I'm preparing. This is just kind of like brief, but things I need to get. So I don't have a laptop, and that's obviously a university essential, especially if I'm going to be sitting in my room doing my lessons. I need a laptop. I would very much like a laptop. So I am on eBay every day looking for a good price laptop. And I also need one that is compatible with iMovie so that I can edit my videos, give you all this fantastic content that I have. Yeah. The other thing that I need is a warm winter coat. So I mentioned in my last 18th birthday vlog, watch it. Sorry, that was really passive aggressive. That my brother got me this really nice fur coat.
What the heck are my arms doing here?
But it's not super duper warm because obviously it's not real fur. I wouldn't be up for that. But yeah, I'm looking for an ethical, warm winter coat. And when I say warm, I mean like negative 30 degrees warm. So if you have any ideas, not going for Canada Goose, please let me know. I need it. Another thing, somewhat less essential, but really wanted, is pretty much all of my makeup is my mum's. Like we just share it because we live in the same house and we don't wear makeup that much. Like I'm not wearing any right now. I woke up like this. But I would like to become a bit more experimental with my makeup, as I mentioned in my glow up video. Watch it. God, I am just so smooth with these hints, aren't I? That I'd like to become more experimental with my makeup. So I want to buy some MAC lipsticks, which are the ones that my mum had that I really like. So the twig one, as I mentioned, and maybe like a red one for like going out and just like if I want to look a bit nice for the day. I don't know, it's quite nice to just like slap on a bit of lipstick, slap on a bit of mascara, and suddenly you're like, oh, I'm putting in all this effort for my day. When really you look the same slob as you normally do. Anyway, another thing that I need to get is tons of mild liner highlighters. These are so great. I don't know why I like them so much, but I do know why I like them actually. I really don't like super duper bright highlighters, like those like neon pinks and neon green and whatever, because I can't read over a whole paragraph again if I've highlighted something that bright. I'm sure no one else has this issue.
Or maybe just no one cares.
Like when it's so bright, I can't help but like constantly flick to that thing. I don't know if that makes sense, but these just aren't super duper bright. Like this is a grey, and that sounds like a really weird like, oh, I'm so cool, I like grey highlighters. But I am so cool and I like grey highlighters. It doesn't like distract you from the whole thing, but you can still see where you've highlighted. So I'm gonna get a whole bunch of these, and I'm also gonna get, because I am super duper basic, Muji pens. I don't know why. I think I discovered them because of my bullet journaling, and I realised that they're like one of the only pens that doesn't show through to the next page. Hot tip. They're really good pens, and I really like them because they're quite like thin, and they just lend themselves really well to my handwriting. I'm gonna get loads of these pens, and I absolutely love stationery shopping. It's so fun.
I'm sorry, is anyone else finding it hilarious how I just could not be more basic?
It's also like akin with the winter coat, I need winter boots, because obviously my feet are not going to survive in Air Force, even though I really want them to because I love my Air Force more than anything, and Converse. But yes, I need some proper winter shoes, and it's going to be an intense hunt because I find winter boots generally pretty ugly, and so I want to find ones that actually aren't that bad. Maybe they don't exist, maybe they do. Again, please let me know if you have any hot tips. And then as for things I'm like doing to prepare, as I said, for my room, I am doing those drawings and paintings, so I want to do a few more of those, and I will be putting them all in a video for you to see, so you'll see them. I'm doing so great today. It's just linguistic genius here. Also, I want to do more politics reading because, as I said, I'm definitely afraid of being terribly far behind, and I just feel as though I don't know everything. So yeah, I want to do lots more reading. And I'm just, as I said in my very first video, God, I need to stop that. The winking as well, I can't even wink very well. I've just been like kind of low motivation for my reading lately. Like this week was supposed to be no watching TV and just reading. That has not gone very well. I basically said no watching TV, so I haven't watched any Netflix, but I've watched a lot of YouTube. To be fair, during the day, I haven't been doing that bad. I know I'm just trying to like make up stories to make myself feel better. I haven't watched any like Friends or like Brooklyn Nine-Nine or Gilmore Girls or whatever. But I find in the day I'm just bored. Like when I was like decorating these cookies, I watched a movie because I was like, how else am I going to entertain myself? I could go on about this forever. I'm really sorry. If you're not interested, you can just stop watching. It sounds so weird. I've just never been that much of a music person. Sounds weird. Sorry. That's basically the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will keep you updated. I will definitely do a like decorating my room video when I finally move in, and as I said, the drawing and painting videos and lots of others about how I'm so excited to go to McGill. I hope it maybe helps you to make a decision about where you're going, but if not, I hope it was just some light entertainment, and if you found it really boring, I'm sorry, maybe I'm just boring. Can't do that much about it. Anyway, yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Bye!